Good morning, Coach. Ken Capps from Football Writers Association of America. There are going to be 4 student reporters from the Alabama Communications Department and 4 student reporters from the University of Texas Communications Department covering the game in Austin on September the 10th. These are brand new reporters covering this big of a game. What would be your advice and tips for them?
First of all, I would say that there's nothing in my job description that would indicate that I'm qualified to answer that.
I think one is get there early and take it in. I know everybody's got a job to do on game day, but enjoying the experience of what we get to do is one of the most important things.
There is never a bad question. The only bad question is the one you did not ask, and cement the memory in your mind, because you only get a chance to do something like that. I'm not saying once, but the first time is the most special. I can tell you everything about my first trip to Legion Field as a college reporter for the University of Tennessee Daily Beacon. I can tell you more about that than what I did here yesterday.
Okay, I've got Roshan and Bishan here. I've got Manuel. Shake Manuel's hand. Okay.
One of the things I tell classes when I speak to them is, what are you doing to separate yourself from the competition? Okay, and so this is an incredible opportunity. Every major college football writer in the country, and even regular writers for just general sports as well, a lot of them are going to be at this game.
Get in there a little bit closer, Manuel. Come on.
Look, I think fair and honest always works. And I think it's a great opportunity for these young people to, be able to cover a game of significance. And Texas has a great program, and Sark's done a really good job there. And it's going to be a very challenging game for us.
What ticks off players and coaches about reporters more than anything?
What ticks off players and coaches more than anything is they will ask a question where the answer is patently obvious. And reporters who ask questions not to obtain information, but to obtain a reaction.
And why do you think these kind of programs are important for young reporters?
Well, I think this, these 2 programs, Texas, Alabama, have withstood the test of time. They're blue blood programs. They've been around for a long, long time, and they aren't going anywhere. And they have set the stage for a lot of great coaches, a lot of great journalists, a lot of great players. And to be part of that legacy is something I think is special, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. And to recognize the arena that you're in and embrace it.
So advice I'm going to give you. I say don't make it bigger than what it is. At the end of the day, you got a job to do. And if you enjoy doing it, have fun. So, that's the same way we approach games. And
tell me about what you think about Texas playing Alabama.
Oh, I love it. It wouldn't be the first time. We started our dynasty off Texas, so it really wouldn't affect me much. It would be nice to get them in another game. The last time we played was 2009.
Where do reporters, especially young reporters, make their biggest mistakes?
Trying to get too cute, thinking that the story's about them.
So, Laura, what should these reporters know about covering this big game?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just to understand that preparation is the biggest piece of it. And going in, knowing every single player that you could possibly talk about or talk to, knowing the coaches, knowing the themes going into the game.
What do you think it's like to cover something like that for the first time? Like you going into an Alabama game for the first time. What about the jitters and everything?
Yeah, definitely. There's obviously a lot of pressure that comes with, I'd imagine, what they're doing. And it can feel like you have jitters, but I just say to try to just believe in yourself, trust in the process. I know they've obviously been through an extensive process. It's been a long journey to probably get to this point, and I respect the work that they put in. So just to believe in themselves, to trust that work that they put in, and also I believe in them to have the success they want to have.
What do you remember as a young reporter, young TV sports guy? What were some of the challenges you had?
It was all about preparation. Once again, and I can't overemphasize this, you have to be prepared, because you never know what's going to occur when you're talking about a sporting event. So you want to make sure you have every I dotted, every T crossed, do that preparation ahead of the ball game, and don't wait a few days or a week. You have to start right now.
You've got an opportunity to focus on the now
which is the game, and also on the future and the relationships between the two head coaches, which are unique given the times that they've worked together.
So Stetson, are people done doubting you?
Probably not.
Jessica, Jason, Robert, and Skylar, man, you guys are awesome. And of course, roll Tide, roll!
This is Steve Hatchell, President and CEO of the National Football Foundation and College Football Hall of Fame, and welcoming all of you students to the mashup for the great matchup of Alabama, Texas.
All right, before I go, I got to give a big old hook to Emily, Haley, Jack, and Manuel.
And what advice would you give the Alabama students coming into Austin?
Be careful on 6th Street. You can have too good of a time, an 11 a.m. kick. Now you got to make sure you get up and you're ready to roll.